What have you seen these last 3 days that you can take with you to Arizona?
We've seen a group that's willing to work hard. Testing bore out some of the things that we wanted to accomplish in terms of getting a little quicker, a little faster. I think that bore that out. Some of the young players you can already see some of them start to make strides, and get a little better. We were talking about that today on a couple of guys that we think have stepped forward. I'm not going to tell you who, okay, but a couple of guys have stepped forward. We're happy with that. But just a group and the spirit of the group, I think, has been very good. You've seen the training sessions. They've worked hard, and they're working for each other, and that's a good thing.
Have leaders emerged within the group? I know it's early, but
well, leaders, obviously Ozzy, is going to be one of our leaders coming into this season. I think you really saw Ozzy's really taken a step up this year. I know some of the situation last year, but all that's behind him right now in terms of the contract and all that stuff. So, he's really stepping there. Obviously, Brad Evans is one of the guys we expect to be a leader. He's not here right now. Clint Dempsey's not here right now. But, Jimmy Traore certainly, steps into that void as well as a leader. And, you got guys who quietly are taking care of business, which is a big thing as well for our team. So when you have that, when you have a guy like Chad Marshall, a new guy coming in, or you have an Ani Baba coming in, they just come in and they work. The other guys see that and they say, hey, it's time to go to work.
How important is it to kind of leave Seattle and take the team on the road for 2 weeks so they're around each other for 24 hours a day?
I don't know if they want to be around each other 24 hours a day. What ends up happening is when you get on the road and you do some preseason, there's a couple of reasons for it. One is just to get around a little bit of warmer weather, just because from a standpoint of training twice a day and for just the physiological side of things and the muscles, it's better to be in that kind of an environment. It's also good from a standpoint of a little bit of team building and team camaraderie, guys getting to know each other. Always the first trip that we take, in season, guys sort of pick and choose their roommates, who they want to room with, and we sort of acknowledge that and we want that. But in preseason, sometimes we're rooming, a veteran guy with a new guy, so they get to know each other. And it's good for them to get away, and you can spread out practices a little bit because you have a place to go and rest in between sessions as well. So there's a lot of positive things in terms of going away.
you guys have more games in this stretch of 12 days than I think you have in previous trips. What was the thing?
Preseason overall is shorter, so by shortening it out in the past, we were able to sort of dedicate a week to 10 days where it was just basically fitness. And we've still sort of done that to a certain extent because we don't play our first game till a week from Wednesday. So we're really taking all this week and the beginning of next week to concentrate on our fitness, and then we're looking at getting games in. But, we wanted to make sure that everybody, at least got themselves, 5-6 games before the regular season started. And, we needed to put some games in here. When we come back to Seattle, there's really not an opportunity to get games. The colleges aren't really in their spring season, so they can't really play us, and it's a little more difficult to get a game. So, but we feel between the Charleston tournament and then getting the games here in Tucson, we'll be okay.
Just one more question. What was the motivation in bringing the team away from Starfire and here to the VMAC to train for the last 2 days?
Oh, it's just because we want to have our testing in a consistent environment. So we've always tested here, between going indoors here or going indoors at Starfire, we just felt it was more comfortable here. We knew that obviously the Seahawks weren't going to be around this week, that they had bigger fish to fry. We wish them all the best in the Super Bowl for sure. We're all Seahawk fans, so we're all cheering for that. But it gave us a consistent environment to do our testing, and so it made sense to just do the training sessions here as well.
Is there a kind of special feeling in this place because it's used for something? It's the Seahawks, and it's kind of a big deal.
Can't you smell it? You can smell it. I mean, just breathe it in. You breathe it in. Success. This is what success smells like. What was it? The Foster Farm chicken that says this is the smell of fitness. this is the smell of success. There's success in this building, you know. But I think it's good, you know. They see how the people here are excited. You know, it makes them also feel a little part of it, even though we're going to be in Tucson and, you know, we're going to be off so we can watch the Super Bowl that day. But you know, the guys are going to be behind the team. But you know, it's good to be here. It's good to be in this environment because. You know, Coach Carroll and his team have created a very positive environment that's produced a lot of success.
I'm Kyle Beckerman.
I'm Landon Donovan.
I'm Dwayne DiRosario.
We love soccer. We train hard, we play hard, and we support with passion.
When it comes to discrimination, we don't cross the line.
No bullying, no racism, no sexism, no homophobia. No excuses, no exceptions.
Don't cross the line. If you're playing, training, supporting, or coaching, don't cross the line.